What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys Kingambit for the return of Ranked Regulation G. Now, when it comes to Kingambit, ever since the release of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, in every season and every restricted, or I shouldn't say restricted, in every regulation, this Pokemon has been phenomenal. It has been so solid, super strong, super bulky, decent speed, just great all around, especially with its move pool. So we're trying it out yet again in Regulation G. Seeing how it holds up, it's probably going to hold out pretty good with this Choice Specs Kyogre team. Should be a fun one. Hopefully you can grab some wins for you guys. But Kingambit, amazing typing. Dark and Steel resists a lot of different typings. It's got Defiant as its ability to kind of counter those Incineroar teams. Then it's rocking the Safety Goggles as its item with an amazing moveset of Caltech Leap, Iron Head, Sucker Punch, and Protect. Like I already mentioned, our restricted Pokemon is going to be Choice Specs Kyogre, and you guys already know the damage output that Kyogre can do. It's got Drizzle as its ability, rocking the Grass Terror type for a nice little defensive Terror type, and it's got Origin Pulse, Water Spout, Hydro Pump, and last but not least, Ice Beam. Our final four Pokemon on today's team are pretty standard, pretty meta. You got Tornadus, you got Landorus, you got Indeedee, and Urshifu. Tornadus and Indeedee obviously going to be our support Pokemon. One more so for speed control, and the other one more so for follow me and helping hand. And Urshifu, big time physical attacker, and Landorus, a big time special attacker with that sheer force and the Choice Scarf as its item. Guys, you want to run the team for yourself? Run the code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing this Kingambit and Choice Specs Kyogre team. Looking to get things started off hot, going up against a Shadow Rider Calyrex and Incineroar team, which Kingambit plays really well up against. Same thing with Indeedee. Kingambit can just dump on it. They also have Urshifu. They're rocking out with Tornadus, and last but not least, they have Fluttermane. So honestly, one thing I do notice is their only way of weather control is probably Tornadus, and if I had to guess, it's probably Rain Dance Tornadus. If I had to guess, I could go Kingambit in here for a lead. I could just go Tornadus Kyogre, which might just be the simple best play for us. Is that what I want to do? I definitely want Kingambit here. Kingambit's just such a strong Pokemon, but I feel like they're going to go Tornadus alongside with Calyrex. I feel like that's got to be the lead. So, you know what? I'm going to lead my Tornadus. I'm going to lead my Kingambit. Honestly, we're not even going to lead both of them. We're just going to lead you, and I'm going to honestly... I think Kingambit's just a better back-end Pokemon. You know what? Yeah, we're going to withdraw you. We're going to go Tornadus here right off the rip. I might even go in with Landorus, because Landorus wouldn't be bad with the Choice Scarf, being able to outspeed a ton. So I'm with that. We're going to go in with both of them. We are going to go in with Kyogre, and last but not least, we got the Kingambo rocking out in the back end. I do like that. I do like that. As much as I want to lead it here, I just feel like if they go like Calyrex Tornadus, which I feel like they're most likely doing, then I can't really do much unless I'm leading my speed options, which would be my Tornadus. So I'm going to end up leading my Tornadus, bringing in my Kingambit in the back end. But I'm going to be really upset if Incineroar actually ends up being the lead here. That could be tough news for me. That could definitely be tough news for me. Let's see. What you got here? What you got? The typical lead. Knew it. So I end up going into both of these guys, and what he doesn't realize is that my Tornadus is outspeeding. My Tornadus is fastest on the field right now. If I pop a Tailwind, I'll still be fast on the field. So I'm going to pop that Tailwind. I'm going to try to match its speed. And I could U-turn pivot out of here just to deal some damage. Maybe go into Kingambit at this point. That's if I want to. Or I could just rip like a Sandsear Storm, or Earth Power would honestly be a bit better here. I could go Ground Terror and try to pick up the KO. Do we think we could do that? I got Sheer Force. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to KO this Calyrex. He does not know I'm this fast. He has no idea I'm this fast. I'm going to go for this Ground Tower and look to KO. This would be amazing if I can. I'm not sure if I can. But this would be a pretty big KO for me. Choice Scarfing into this Earth Power. We got Sheer Force behind it. We got Stab. We got Ground Terror. We're going to Tailwind. We got Speed going. So let's see what he ends up doing here. He's going to go for a Tailwind as well. Right now he's thinking Calyrex is faster, but he doesn't know I'm Choice Scarf. He has no idea. He has no idea this Earth Power has a chance of KOing. This could be a big time KO for us. Come on now. I shouldn't have thrashed last. Soak this up, Tornadus. And Landorus, both of you guys. Just soak it up. No problem. Landorus soaks, which is great news because we're outspeeding. Landorus outspeeds, which is beautiful news. Then I can just rip into Kyogre, right? And save Kingambo? I'm with it. I'm with it. They have no first turn priority. I'm with it. I'm so with it. I'm so with it. I am so with it. I am so with it. Surviving on 12. So I get the rain going. There's no way you have sunny day, right? There's no way. I just don't believe you have sunny day. I probably should just rip an Ice Beam here. Would Ice Beam do more than my Water moves? I don't think so. Water moves do a ridiculous amount of damage. I'm just going to go for a Water Spout this turn. And I'll just stick with Earth Power into this slot. Because right now we do Outspeed. He's going to end up protecting. Smart play. He's going to go for Bleak Wind to take out my... He's going to go for Bleak Wind to take out my Landers. Unless Kyogre outspeeds, but I don't think Kyogre does. That's Smart Protect there. That's great protect. So Bleak Wind's going to fly here. I still have Kingambit, which is really good news. I can just spam Sucker Punch into that other slot. And Water Spout should still do a ridiculous amount of damage. So, not bad turns there. I kind of wasted my Terra, which I'm upset about. I thought Landers could probably do more damage than that. It is what it is, so be it. We're going to end up doing a big chunk of damage into that slot. So there's that. He's going to focus Sash up. Alright, so Sash comes out here. We're going to go into our Kingambo. And we're going to pose that threat of Sucker Punching into that slot. So I just think an Origin Pulse and Sucker Punch is probably the play. Right? Gotta be it. What else you got? Don't really have much that can go that can soak up an Origin Pulse, right? I forgot I'm Choice Spect. I should just Choice Spect into what's it called? I should just Choice Spect into a different move, but this is fine. This is fine. I forgot I was Choice Spect, to be honest with you guys. I would have Choice Spect into Origin Pulse and dealt with the accuracy. That's what I want to go for right here. But Sucker Punch gonna launch here, gonna pick up the KO, no problem. Okay. He's gonna go for yet another Bleak Wind Storm. Can he get a speed drop onto my boy? Can he get a speed drop onto my Kingambit? Speed drop my Kingambit so I can Defiant boost. No, wrong Pokemon. Other one. Yes! Yes! Just what I want. So Defiant's gonna pop. Our speed is a bit lower here. We're gonna be able to get rid of you. +2 on attack. A +2 on attack. Sucker Punch could do a hefty amount of damage. If they go into Urshifu, we kind of just lose this game. That would be a problem, Urshifu. The speed drop's kind of helping them at the same time. I didn't really want my Kyogre to get a speed drop. Let's see who their final two Pokemon are. Is it Incineroar by chance? Maybe Flutter Mane. Okay, I don't mind Flutter Mane. Urshifu? Ouch, 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 ouch. We didn't want it to be Urshifu. This thing's going to boost our energy up. Speed is going to be boosted out. Choice in a Water Spout. I am going to send it. And if I can, I'm just going to rip a Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch can do a lot of damage being +2. Sucker Punch can do a lot of damage being +2. And this is kind of our last-ditch effort. Because if I don't go for Sucker Punch, he's just going to close combat my Kingambit down. He's going to KO it. That's really where we're sitting. That's really where we're sitting at here. Sucker Punch going to pop out here. He's using Substitute, maybe? What are you using here? You're going to Thunder Wave me. Okay. You're slowing down my Kyogre, even though you already outspeed me. And are you just going to close combat me? Is that your play? Surging Strikes into this slot. So, yeah. Either way, he was KO. So, Sucker Punch was still the right call. Just a great call on this Flutter Mane slot. And to be honest, like, Water Spout in range with Spec? How much damage can we do here? How much damage can we do here is the real question. I'm probably paralyzed. Not going to lie. Nope, I'm not. How much damage? Half HP? Not terrible. Not terrible, honestly. Close matchup here. Definitely a close matchup. If they don't go for Thunder Wave, we might have a shot at winning this. Actually, I don't know. That Urshifu was just too much for us to handle. But I'll try to go for a Water Spout. Maybe something happens. Most likely not. We probably lose this one. And yeah, he's going to rip Moonblast. And that should just KO me. Nope, I survive. And Surge Strike's going to finish us off. GG's. GG's. We start off 0-1. Let's go up to our second match. Look to bounce back. Honestly, our mistake in the last match was terrestrializing our Landers in turn 1. I really thought I had enough damage output to take out that Shadow Rider Calyrex, and to be honest, we weren't even that close. It was pretty much just a waste of a Terra, so that one's on me. Hopping into our second match, going up against a Sun squad. So Sun versus Rain here. They got Koraidon, they got Ogerpon, also rocking out with two Photosynthesis Pokemon in Raging Bolt and Flutter Mane, and then they got Landers and Rillaboom. Okay, not a bad squad. I definitely have to bring my Rain boys, right? Do I lead Tornadus? I think I lead Tornadus. I'm going to end up leading Tornadus, and I might just go in with my same lead of Tornadus and Landers. I think that could be really good, especially if I need to set the rain. I can really get after it that way. I have the Choice Scarf. I can outspeed most. I'm super effective into a ton of Pokemon. A ton. We got Sludge Bomb to deal with the two Grass-type Pokemon, and then we got our lovely little ground moves for that Raging Bolt. I'm in for it. I'm definitely in for it. So I'm gonna go Landers. I'm gonna go Tornadus, and I'm gonna go Kyogre, and I believe it's either Urshifu or Kingambit here. And I'm kind of leaning towards Kingambit a little bit, just because if they end up winning that Weather War, Kingambit's just a bit more valuable. So I am gonna go Kingambit. This is the same squad that we brought in the last match. Again, looking to bounce back. We won't waste our Terra here. But yeah, last match we just wasted it. I was really hoping. I really thought I was just like, yo, with this ground Terra boost, Earth Power, Stab, Terra boost it, Sheer Force. I was like, we have a shot at KO, and then it just didn't KO, and I was like, oh man, we are so screwed. We ended up leading both of these guys. Tad bit scary here. Definitely a tad bit scary. I'm kind of hoping he fakes out my. What's it called? My Tornadus here. But nonetheless, I am still just gonna pop a Tailwind here. Actually, I might just pop a Rain Dance. Get the brain going. Just because weather control is going to be that big. You could go for Fake Out into one slot, and you know what? We got to go Tailwind. Let's just set up Tailwind. Tailwind, and I'm choosing here. That's the problem. I could U-turn Pivot and save my guy for later. I am gonna try to U-turn Pivot out of here. Let's see. Fake Out's going to launch in this slot. So be it. That's fine. We get off a Tailwind. I wonder if he goes for Thunderbolt or Draco Meteor to take out my Lando. I'm really curious to see this. He's going to go for Thunderbolt. So he's just going to take out my Tornadus. No big deal. I don't really mind that too much. So let's sacrifice for a Tailwind play. Okay. That's fine. You're going to lose a little bit of HP. Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. For him here, I could go into Kyogre, but then he's just going to hard swap straight into Tornadus. Or not Tornadus. You know what? I might go in here and choice into Ice Beam. I'm gonna force him to swap. I'm going to force him to swap. I'm ripping Ice Beams. Actually, I got Terrasilize just in case. I have Terrasilize, so I'm gonna Terrasilize that. I'm gonna do that, and then I can switch into Earth Power now, which I am gonna do. You can swap if you want. You go for Thunderclap. We have to Terrasilize just because 2 first-turn priority moves that are super effective into my Kyogre. Not good. Thunderclap at Grand Sky. Not looking good. So I like this. I like this choice backing into this Ice Beam. Ice Beam super effective into both of these Pokemon. And on top of that, super effective into the Koraidon slot. So they're not swapping. So they're giving us weather here. Protect on the Raging Bolt. Fine by me. And Earth Power is going to launch, get blocked. So Earth Power gets blocked. Looks like he's going for a Wood Hammer maybe into my Kyogre slot. But Ice Beam might just be able to do enough. Let's see. Ice Beam does a chunk. Do we get Freeze? No Freeze pop. Wood Hammer's going to fly here. We soak this. It still does a good chunk of damage, but nonetheless, we still soak. And from here, we're just going to stick with our Earth Power and Ice Beam. Just going to stay with it. Stay with it. Earth Power, Ice Beam. Send it. We should have 2 turns left in Tailwind, which is pretty big for us. I like it. With Kingambit in the late game. Got Rain cooking. And I'm choosing the 2 moves right here, so it's like I can't do much. Grand Sky's going to launch, do a good chunk of damage into Landorus. Earth Power, I think, should KO here. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. That kind of hurts Soul. Ice Beam does launch. It is going to KO the Rillaboom. And they're going to be in their final turn here of Tailwind. Okay, so be it. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Let's see what he wants to do. He's going to end up launching the Draco Meteor. They kind of take his Raging Bolt out of the situation. So we got 1 more turn left. Raging Bolt's lowered on special attack. We are choosing to this Ice Beam. I am terrified of this. Okay, actually, you die at the Life Orb. That's fine. I am terrified of this Koraidon, especially with Fire Terror type, because we're choosing into Ice Beam. We are choosing to Ice Beam. And him ripping a Fire move into my Kyogre. Not good. Not good. So I'm going to bring out my Kingambit here. Fire move's going to be super effective into both of us. Is there a chance that we win this? Koraidon, I'm going to read it to Terrasilize, right? It has Terrasilize into fire, and we have to attack this Fluttermane here. We have to attack this Fluttermane. It could protect here. Fluttermane could also protect. The Photosynthesis is going to boost it up. I'm going to double down the Fluttermane here. I'm going to double down to Flutter Mane. Please don't protect Flutter Mane. Hopefully it's Koraidon protects. I would love to turn this into a 2v1, but this is just a slight issue here. This thing is ripping with fire moves, and I believe he's going to Terra Slice into fire, which is a tough time. A real tough time. Honestly, I maybe we should just launch Ice Beam into Koraidon and Iron Head it this Flutter Mane. Yeah, I probably should have swapped them, but out comes Terra type. Am I correct on the call of Fire Terra on Koraidon? Flutter Mane's going with the Terra. Flutter Mane's going Grass. Okay, so we got Ice Beam ripping up into it. It's actually good news that we double down into it. Can you protect the Koraidon? That would be beautiful. Can you protect Koraidon? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Just what we wanted. Come on now. Moonblast's going to rip up into you. Give me that special attack drop. Give it to me. No special attack drop. Ice Beam launches. Almost KO, and that would have been a big time KO, but still, nonetheless, we're doubling down into that slot. Now we're sitting here. And yeah, I got to go for Sucker Punch and Ice Beam. Is that my play? Sucker Punch, Ice Beam? I'm all about it. I'm all about Sucker Punch, Ice Beam here. I'm all about a Sucker Punch, Ice Beam. Tailwind is gone. Koraidon might be faster than my Kyogre. It's definitely faster than my Kingambit. Kyogre, yeah, he's outspeeding both of us. He's outspeeding both of us. So we're going to go for Ice Beam. They don't have Terra anymore. Sucker Punch actually not doing that much. Should we just go for Iron Head instead? Yeah, I'm just going to go Iron Head instead. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see. Collision Course is going to launch here. Should have went for Sucker Punch. Ice Beam. How much damage are you doing? That's the real question at hand. That's the real question at hand. Iron Head. Oh, not Iron Head. Ice Beam. How much damage are you doing? Coming down to the wire here. I don't have Protect to waste out on any turns. I do get back a little bit of HP, and I'm just KOing. Come on now. I'm just KOing. GG's to our opponent. They really, really messed up when they protected Koraidon, and we doubled down into the Flutter Mane. That was a huge turn for us. We're sitting 1-1. So, guys, doing pretty well here. Hopping into our third and final match. Your boy is sitting 1-1. Now we're going up against a Kyogre team with Archaludon. Now, Archaludon, slight issue. It's just such a strong Pokemon, super bulky, and I feel like Urshifu has got to be our call here. Same thing with Tornadus. I think Tornadus has got to be our call. I could honestly go into Landorus instead of Kyogre for a lead. And honestly, I might do that. We've been leading it all game, and it's been working really, really well for us. I like it. I'm just trying to think who they're going to lead. Probably Kyogre, right? I could see them going for Kyogre. That's the problem here. That is the problem. A little bit of a problem, right? Who should I go here? I could just go my Tornadus and my Kyogre. I think that could be a pretty decent play for us. I don't know, though. Yeah, I think just playing it safe is going to be the call. We got to go into our Urshifu, definitely, to kind of counteract this Archaludon. And last but not least, we got to go Landorus. We got to go Landorus. I love you, Kingambit. We usually match number 1, match number 2, but match number 3 right here, you're just not the guy. You're not the guy. Landorus and Urshifu are going to be that guy. So, leading our restricted Pokemon, leading it with Tornadus, pretty standard, pretty simple lead for Regulation G. Probably going to see our opponent lead the same exact thing, so let's see. We'll probably see a mirror matchup. A little bit of mirror matchup to get things started here. But yeah, I just realized I don't have too many counters to their Kyogre Tornadus, so my best bet is just going into my Kyogre Tornadus. They end up going Amoonguss here. Okay. So Amoonguss pops out here with Tornadus. That's fine. Kind of odd though. Throw me off a little bit. However, I am gonna rip a Bleak Wind. Actually, should I just go? I'm just gonna go Hurricane this time around instead of Bleak Wind. I'm gonna go Hurricane, and I'm gonna rip a Water Spout. With the choice specs, it's just a lot. So he's gonna end up going into Tailwind. We should outspeed this Amoonguss. Unless, like, how fast could this Amoonguss possibly be? We do have Hurricane here, which should do a huge amount of damage. And it brings you down to... Are you sashing? You're not. You just lived on 1. But Water Spout can help us out tremendously. Hot start for us. Odd lead for them. Terrible lead. Did not understand it when it came out there. But I was optimistic. I was just like, maybe they're going to pull something off. Try something fancy, but no. They just let us rip. They thought we were probably going Tailwind for Tailwind and then soaking the Water Spout. Nope, not my call. I'm attacking that Amoonguss 9 times out of 10, right? 9 times out of 10, you got to get Amoonguss off the field. So he ends up going into both of these guys. not terrible. Not terrible. Kyogre, Urshifu. We're choosing a Water Spout, which is probably your best bet. Let's stagger these Tailwind turns. Get them going. And I guess just rip a Water Spout? I guess, right? Let's do as much damage as we can with it. We still have Terror type, which is nice and beautiful and lovely. I have Urshifu, I have Tornadus in the back end with Chewy Scarf, and they just turn off their console. They knew it was over. They knew it was over. So quick third and final match. We end up going 2-1 for today's video. Amazing. We get to showcase Kingambit in match number 1, and in match number 2, and then match number 3. We just make our opponent rage quit. GG. So guys, there is the team that we showcased today. You had Landorus, you got Kingambit, Urshifu, Indeedee, and then obviously Tornadus and Kyogre. Such a strong team, such a meta team, I should say. Kingambit's like borderline meta. It's kind of that nice little middle ground. Still super strong in this format. And like I mentioned in the beginning of today's video, it has just been amazing in every format to this day. Since the game Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has dropped, this Pokemon has always found its way back into the front game, back into the meta, rocking out on the ranked ladder. This Pokemon is just amazing. But guys, that is gonna be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me, and if you're new here, click that bigger subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread some positivity every day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.